broadcast network, Afterbuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. Afterbuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everybody, and welcome to Afterbuzz TV. This is the after show for Young and Hungry. This is season 2, episode 2, Young and Cookin'. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And if you're listening to us on iTunes or SoundCloud, make sure to rate us 5 stars and comment down below. And if you are on Twitter, make sure to tweet with us. You can find me, Heather Joy Smith, at Heather Joy Smith.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle Fee, and you can find me on Twitter at _Michelle Fee.
Hi everyone, I'm Britta Garsow, and you can find me on Twitter at Britta_Garsow. Hey guys, I'm Carly Garsow, and you can find me on Twitter at Carly_Garsow.
So we are playing Nick Jonas is Jealous, if you haven't noticed, because there was so much jealousy in tonight's episode.
The Green Monster.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Good one.
You got a little green going on there
too. Carly, what do you think?
She got some over there too.
I with the Green Monster. You did. It was your brain.
Yeah. So tonight's episode, we saw Gabi coming back. We kind of wondered about this last week. You know, how are they going to do this whole 3 weeks that she's in China? Are we going to see her in China? Are we not? Well, we figured it out. They just kind of zipped right on through that little China trip.
It kind of would have been cool to, like, see half of it of her being in China and then half of her, like, Josh going into this new relationship. Like,
exactly.
Josh meeting her and everything.
Yeah.
Because he said they knew each other. Even just one episode, and they didn't even have to show Gabi in China. She could have, like, made a phone call to Sophia or something really quick.
Like a payphone call.
Yeah, and then just show how everything played out, because it's just so much has changed.
Yeah. I feel like we really missed out in those 3 weeks, and like you guys said, we know how he met Julie the first time, but how did they, like, kind of reconnect on Facebook, I think he said, you know, but, like, really dig more deeply into that.
Yeah.
She
that
just
could have
kind
been
of
a good storyline.
Yeah, I think so.
I think maybe they didn't, like, delve into it because she was only on this episode, obviously.
Yeah,
like,
now we kind of see why, I guess, but...
Were you guys confused how she said, like, she was insecure about the fact that he wasn't ready for a relationship, but she reached out to him a week after he had broken off his wedding?
Yeah. Yes.
I think she's an attention seeker.
Yes, I think so, too. She, obviously,
kind of annoying.
Yeah, if she's feeling insecure about herself, she needed that attention from Josh in order to, like, validate herself.
Yeah,
right.
She's like, I don't want to sound insecure, but I'm insecure.
Yeah.
Just say how you're feeling.
First
you don't
of
need
all.
to, like, say all that before.
Exactly. So we met Julie. She's the new girlfriend of Josh in this episode, and they met at a tech conference. So apparently she's really smart.
I would have guessed.
We don't know what she does.
We really don't know exactly. We don't know what she does.
See, this is where that episode would have come in handy.
Yeah.
Like, we could have
Exactly.
gotten to know a little bit more about
Or, like,
her.
a flashback of them at the
Yeah.
conference.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Something.
Love flashback.
Because I feel like we really didn't get to see her and why they got together and all that. So Julie apparently cooks too, which is kind of weird that they met at a tech conference and then she's like a cook or something.
And he said she was a beauty queen. Like Is she everything?
She does everything apparently. Multi-talented.
I didn't really like how they had her as a cook because they kind of made it seem like it's such an easy job, and it's not. It's really hard, and it's actually work for Gabi, and I just didn't really like how they kind of made her so irreplaceable.
Yeah, it kind of made me sad a little bit because, you know, we love Gabi. We don't want her to be replaced by anyone. And then to have this character come in who we have no clue who they are and kind of take over that role and be better at it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and I felt bad. Like, I get what Josh was saying. Like, he wanted to make her feel better because she was his girlfriend. But wouldn't it be so easy to tell your girlfriend, like, hey, I pay her to be my chef. Like, I don't want to be paying her to not really do her job. Like, is it okay if she can do her job?
Right.
Who wouldn't understand that? And also, like, she was a guest at this dinner for his clients. Why would she want to cook the dinner? Like, you're coming as his girlfriend. Like, you need to be prepared to, like, have conversation. You don't want to be in the kitchen all night. Yeah. It just didn't make sense. It felt to me like she only wanted to cook the dinner to, like, step on Gabi's toes and, like, claim her territory.
I was just going to say, I wonder if that's her insecurities coming back into play. It's like, you know, she doesn't feel like Josh is validating their relationship. He's still stuck on Caroline, as she thought. Really, it was Gabi. So I'm thinking maybe in her mind, she's like, okay, well, I need to, like, prove myself to him and to everybody else. And maybe that was, like, the one thing she could think of. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot more talent she has. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, you're being nice.
I am being nice. Yes. Yeah. We also got to see Yolanda have, like, a relationship, and we've talked about this in the past, where we would really love to see Yolanda have someone in her life, you know? And so tonight's episode, she and the window washer start flirting back and forth, and I thought it was so funny, like, super cheesy, but it was really funny. And I'm glad we got to see her at least attempt to date. You know,
she really put herself out there.
Maybe
the wrong person, but
yeah.
Did you guys expect him to be deaf?
No,
I didn't either.
No, not at all.
But did you even expect him to go on a date with her?
No,
because I didn't.
I didn't either.
This whole episode actually had a lot of, like, things I didn't expect.
Yeah.
It's from the beginning.
Yeah.
And the one, obviously, it's, you know, a 30-minute show, but I was like, wait, how did them flirting in between the window, and how did he get her number? How did they figure out to go on a date together?
That's so true, especially
like,
if he's deaf.
I mean, I'm overanalyzing this, but at the same time, I'm like, she would have figured out that he was deaf
by now.
Maybe they gave. Maybe like they gave each other's numbers through the window. Like she was just like,
see,
like, you know,
that's really funny. I thought that he didn't even call her. Like he was just like, pick you up tonight.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Like she knows. She knows where he knows where she lives by like counting the windows.
Oh,
maybe, which is very creepy.
Totally creepy.
He looks at our windows every day for his job.
This is very true.
This guy's getting creepier.
Okay, maybe it wasn't a good idea for them to date.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad she did put herself out there. She needed to do that, needed to go on a date. Made her feel, you know, hot and sexy for at least a few hours.
Yeah. Because we saw Elliot last week, like, go on that little... But Elliot always puts himself out there, I feel like.
He totally does. You know, last season there was, like, the guy in the elevator, and he's like, oh, I'm going to get him first kind of thing. You know, like, so he does put himself out there. I feel like she's a little more reserved. But it was good to see. I mean, even if he is deaf and cheap and all these other things, it didn't really, you know, appeal to her in the end.
Yeah.
She tried.
Yeah.
It was a good effort.
But what she said to him to, like, turn it down was hilarious.
Yeah. I've only got 3 months to live.
I love though that she's like texting him, and in the background he's like making out with his new girlfriend.
I know, I'm like, where did he get this girl? Like, did he pick her up in another window?
Maybe he did.
She lives above them. He's like, come out on my thing.
And then we'll go down.
And make out.
So weird.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, so let's talk about this little cooking competition that Jillian Gabi had to do for the dinner. Whoever made the best chicken pot pie was going to win.
Right.
I'm not really sure I like the idea of him knowing whose was what and picking Jillian's over Gabi's at first.
Right, at first. At first.
But at first, when he guessed, that was just a lucky guess, right?
No, he knew.
We found out later.
Yeah.
He knew. But I thought he knew because he kind of hesitated, and then he didn't seem worried. Like, he said, that one, like, knowing it was Julie's. Like, I felt like, I didn't know how he knew, but I felt like something in him, like, knew. Yeah. Because he didn't seem worried anymore.
The blindfold was, like, kind of loose, and he kept going like this, so I kind of felt like he was looking at the colors.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
But I don't think he'd remember the colors.
No, that's right. And then I thought about that. I was like, he doesn't even remember the colors.
No.
So, I don't know. I'm glad in the end that, she heard the voicemail.
Mm-hmm. Which, did you guys think that was going to be deleted?
As soon as he turned on his laptop,
But initially, when he went back to delete it, did you think that was going to be it? Or
I knew it was going to come. I thought it was going to be it. Like,
really? I didn't.
He's like a tech person, and he was like trying to get rid of it. So I thought, he'd be smart enough to delete it. Like, why would he want to listen to it again?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Subconsciously didn't want to delete it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he tried. I think something went wrong.
So I could go on either way, but I feel like every time he tries to do something techier around the house, it always goes wrong.
Okay, that's a good observation because he's a freaking tech person.
I know.
What are you doing?
Like you would think he'd be able to fix things, but he never gets it right. But I knew as soon as he was leaving the gym area and it started playing, I was like, this is gonna come back.
I did too. This is foreshadowing for sure.
See that coming.
Yeah. I had a feeling it was going to happen with Gabi in the room. I didn't think it was going to happen with Jillian.
See, I didn't think it would happen with Gabi in the room just because I felt like that would have just been too easy. Like, for the whole season, now she finds out and then what happens. And
good point.
I feel like when it does happen, it's going to be a face-to-face thing. Like,
and it's going to be...
one of them is going to express their feelings verbally, to the other person. Yeah, definitely.
I just can't wait for that day.
I know. But I'm so happy that Julie's already gone. I really liked how this episode ended, how he kind of came to the revelation, I don't think I'm ready for a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. So I think it's good that he'll, spend some time alone. And yeah, but he's not ready because of Gabi, not even Caroline. No, but regardless, he's not ready.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I'm kind of happy in a way that Jilly wasn't as stupid as Caroline would have been, because I feel like Caroline would have been like, "Oh, it's okay,"
Right.
What did she call him?
Juju. Oh God.
I feel like she would have been like, "Oh, that was before," kind of thing. Where this chick was like, "Peace out."
Right.
I can see.
I never wasn't really dramatic either. No. She was just like, "Okay, bye."
And she's like, "I'll be fine," which is true. They were 2 weeks. She'll be fine. 2 weeks. Yeah, they're only together for 2 weeks. Not a long time.
I'll be fine. So when Josh shows up at Gabi's apartment, I was hoping that he would then say something.
I know. I thought he would say something too. Mm-hmm. But like one of you said, we kind of heard something when he said he didn't want to look at the pictures. Yeah. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
There have been so many signs that she just hasn't picked up on.
She's totally missing
so
all
oblivious
of
to everything that goes on. We're just smarter than them, you guys.
We are. But, okay, totally drawing a blank on her name, Amy Carrero's character. Sophia. Thank you. I expected her to say something to Gabi. That's her best friend.
See, I almost think that's how she's going to find out. I know what you're saying, but I feel like, how can Sophia keep this a secret from her for so long? Right. And knowing, it's in her best interest to know how Josh feels. They go drinking.
Yeah. I feel like if it was you guys and if it was us, I would tell you. Yeah. Exactly. I couldn't keep that from you. I have to get this out.
Yeah. It's one thing if she didn't have feelings for Josh as well, and she's like, I don't want to ruin or put any pressure on Gabi, we should leave her alone. But the fact that she knows that she has feelings for Josh too, she needs to know that. No, but I think that's why were you gonna say that?
Oh no, go ahead and then you can go first.
Just that's why she didn't tell her, because Gabi kept saying how much she liked Cooper, making it seem like Josh was just done. So at this point, why would she tell him, thinking that her best friend is completely over this guy? I don't think she thinks that, though. I think she does.
I had the same feeling just because the entire episode, Gabi wasn't really oh no, I don't know who to pick. She was really hell-bent on liking Cooper. That's true. The way she acted towards Josh was just really professional. She wasn't, awkward or anything around him, which was, really different.
Yeah, that's true. She wasn't excited to see him at the airport. She asked him why he was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think at this point she's completely over him.
I don't think I don't think she is.
That's why I think at this point, but not.
I feel like those feelings are kind of just in the back of her mind, but they're gonna come.
They're definitely coming.
This is what I think. She's in a brand new fun relationship with Cooper. Obviously you're always
distance,
so by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, he still lives in China?
He's still in China.
He didn't come back.
Oh, what?
He's not coming back.
I didn't know he was in China still.
Well, at first I thought he was going to come back because she called from a different number. So I was like, oh, is she calling from Cooper's number? You know?
I didn't know she was coming back alone. I actually didn't think of where he was at all.
Which makes sense now because when I looked it up on IMDb like last week, it was very sporadic with his character. He comes
every month.
Yeah, it's like once a month, once or twice a month. And I was like, I was so confused looking at this. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so she's not breaking up with him, but he's like coming back in a month from now. I'm like,
right.
What? So now it makes sense. He's staying in China.
Okay.
He's in China.
Well, that relationship is going to be over way sooner than I thought then.
I think he still has 3 more episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to try to win her back.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen.
Let's get into some predictions.
And now, your Afterbuzz TV Predictions.
Okay, Carly, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Carly in the hot spot.
I can handle it. I think that, I don't think that Cooper and Gabi are going to stay together the whole season. I think that just Gabi, like right now, we all kind of agree she's kind of like over Josh, but she hasn't spent time with him for 3 weeks. Like it's out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Like now that she's back and like he doesn't have a girlfriend, it's just the 4 of them, like Yolanda and Elliot in the house again. I feel like things are definitely going to happen, like, fast. Like, and then one of them is just going to have to say something. And also, not that Gabi's a cheater, but I could kind of see that happening.
God.
I could see it happening, for sure. I think,
like
the same thing. Poor Cooper, if it does happen, because Cooper's just the cutest. What if Cooper cheated on Gabi, though? Oh, that won't happen. That won't happen.
No, that would be so awkward.
She's so too good for him.
Yeah. He's going to cheat on her in China.
Right.
Like, it's his country. Like, they love
I guess
him
so. He loves it. They're like royalty, you remember?
Yeah. I think along the same lines, Gabi was going to say before, like, obviously they're in this new relationship and she's so excited about it, but when it's not so new anymore and they have, like, real life issues to face, you know, like, her mind's going to think, like, oh, what if things would be better with Josh? So I think they're going to have some problems early on. And like you said, like, things go back to normal. Like, obviously those feelings are going to come back because they spend so much time together. So I think that we're just going to see, like, some really awkward situations where there's, like, really, like, chemistry and, you know, Gabi, she's just awkward.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and Josh.
She is. And,
Their relationship is always so awkward between the 2 of them, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
It really is. Okay, I think things are going to be normal between Josh and Gabi. But I have a feeling that Sophia is going to tell her something. Or, like, at least hint at it. Yeah, but not outright tell her because that's... I was going to say that's, like, not necessarily her place to say something, but then again, that is her best friend.
I think it is.
Totally her place.
I don't know. I think something's going to happen, or, like, something's just going to happen, and she's going to tell her.
I think, I'm going to go all 4. I think Josh and Gabi are going to have some kind of relations.
Oh, God.
Next episode.
Next episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Soon.
I don't know. I just feel like it's gotta happen.
Well, it's moving pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, the show's moving very quickly.
Which is
here.
weird because they have twice as many episodes as last season.
Yeah.
Are they taking, like, a break flying by? I don't know. You know how there's always, like, a winter finale, like, in summer shows?
Yeah, we may get
like
a few or like a chunk of episodes now and then another chunk at the end of summer. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I would love to see that, Heather.
Yeah. I don't know.
God. They're going to have a drunken night. And it's gonna happen.
I think that's going to happen.
That's
What if they
sure
have, like, a
happening.
party? That would be great.
Oh.
I want Sophia to find someone, too, guys.
Yeah, we've been saying this for so long. We want Sophia to get with somebody. We want to see her have some other relationships.
Right, besides Gabi.
Outside. I mean, we did see her a little bit outside of the apartment this episode, but, like, we want to see her in different elements and see her character develop as well. So,
what does she even do?
I was just going to say that. I have no clue.
I don't know.
She's a stay-at-home roomie. She's a stay-at-home roomie.
She DIYs.
I could totally see her as just a DIY person. She, like, sells things on Etsy. That'd be awesome.
I wish. Great.
Well, if you guys are watching us, make sure to tweet us your predictions and your thoughts on Team Cooper once again or Team Josh. We'll see what happens. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carly_Garsow. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Britta_Garsow.
And you can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at _MichelleFee.
And you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterbuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.